Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. Happy Tuesday. We're about a minute or 30 seconds away from market bell open. And I have some big news about Fidelity. Yes, Fidelity, one of the biggest asset managers out there with trillions under management, about to offer Bitcoin to 401k investors. So that is absolutely fantastic. And there's other news I want to share with you guys. And that's market bell open. So smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified of all my streams. Follow me on social media. Check out CryptosRUs.com. And of course, follow the brand new CryptosRUs Clips channel. All right, welcome, guys. Good morning. How are you? I am a little bit late, just slightly. It's okay. I just made the market bell open, and here we go. Markets look like they're going to open in the red today. Let's go refresh in a little bit. So maybe slightly down, but today is the start. Today is the start of earnings. We have some big companies reporting this week. So far, you can see front page Pepsi raises the outlook, which is very good despite the fact higher costs. So that's a good start. But later on, we're going to hear more about the tech companies. Okay, all the major ones, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Google. I believe today is Microsoft and Google Net should be after hours. But this week will be absolutely huge when it comes to earnings. Right now we're starting out in the red. But yeah, yesterday we also started out deep in the red. And guess what? We recovered pretty good in the green. Now, as for Bitcoin, Bitcoin is clinging on to 40,000. Yesterday it was rejected around 40,700. Couldn't break above. Now we're seeing a little bit of a downwards movement, but let's see if it can stay above this trend, this bottom trend line. That would be fantastic as we're inching higher. We want to see Bitcoin break through some of these previous supports or now resistances, right? But we do have some pretty good news today. Obviously, yesterday was all about Elon taking over Twitter, and I did many videos about what that means for Bitcoin and Doge. And I do think there's big things coming for both with the acquisition. But today, we have this. Fidelity, like I mentioned at the beginning, one of the biggest asset managers on earth with trillions under management, not billions. Trillions under management. They are basically the biggest 401k provider, mostly to businesses, so businesses can offer them to their employees, right? And they are going to allow 401k investors to buy Bitcoin directly with their 401k. In fact, they are opening it up to their own employees, 23,000 to be exact. Okay, so they're first going to offer to their own employees. And guess who is the very first company that will be partnered up to offer Bitcoin to their employees as a investment vehicle for their 401k? Yes, you may have guessed it. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy will be the first employer to offer Bitcoin in their retirement plan. This is not a surprise. Michael already offers, I believe, bonuses in Bitcoin. You could take your salary in Bitcoin. And now you can invest in Bitcoin with your 401k directly, right? So I think this is a pretty big move. Think about how many people in America that has a 401k. Literally almost everyone working, right? Most have a 401k because they're saving for their retirement. They're saving for when they don't need to work, right? And what better way to prepare than buy Bitcoin, right? And there are billions upon billions of dollars waiting to come in. And as Bitcoin goes up and gets stronger, you're going to see more and more people turn to Bitcoin. So I think this is pretty darn big. Now, this is the big news of the day. Of course, yesterday we just got done talking about the Twitter buyout, which many still do not know what is really going to happen, right? What is Elon going to do or so forth. But Jack Dorsey, previous CEO, ex-CEO, co-founder, he did make a statement. In principle, I don't believe anyone should own or run Twitter. It wants to be a public good at a protocol level, not a company. Solving the problem of it being a company, however, Elon is the singular solution I trust. I trust his mission to extend the light of consciousness. I don't even know what that means, light of consciousness. But Jack does seem like he trusts Elon to run the company, right? I'm still wondering, Jack is going to get a huge $978 million payday. What is he going to do with that money? Is he going to buy Bitcoin with his profits? I don't know. And who's going to be the new CEO? Is it going to be Elon or is it going to be someone else? Right? Who knows? Maybe Jack is coming back. No, I doubt that. But at this point, there's still a lot of uncertainty. No one really knows. Jeff Bezos, which is not a fan of Elon, takes a swipe, suggesting that maybe this will give China leverage, suggesting because Tesla has large influence in China, somehow that China's going to take over Twitter. And then he answered his own question, basically saying, no, I don't think so. But basically, Bezos can't stand Elon because Bezos has a huge ego, and Elon is the only one that can fight back, really, at this point. And Bezos probably angry that he never had an inroad with China with Amazon, too, where somehow Elon figured that out. So, yeah, there's still some bickering. Elon likes to pick fights with very wealthy billionaires like Bezos and Gates. He seems to like doing that, and he's the only one that could really get away with it. All right, what else is there? I did see this, a couple other things that's crypto related. A lot of people have been asking about the Australian crypto ETF, which is supposed to launch this week, but it does seem like it has been delayed. Actually, all three has been delayed because there's some kind of broker issue. I don't even know really what's holding it up. Prime or executing broker who has yet to approve the products due to a holdup in appointing a market maker for a product's launch. Okay. Their SEC claims that has nothing to do with them. So they are working on it, and there will be an update that's coming in days. So I think as proposed, been delayed, postponed until at least next week. I don't know how you could screw this up, how you could have a broker issue when everyone already knew it was coming this week. I don't know, but so we have to wait a little bit longer to get some ETFs, some Bitcoin spot ETFs in Australia, which I think will be very good. Again, billions upon billions could be coming in to the space from Australia, and that is right around the corner. Now, what else is there? Just a few other things. This morning is actually pretty boring, but I did see this, which is, I don't know if it's surprising, but it makes a whole lot of sense. Fireblocks, which is a custodian, one of the bigger custodians out there, they start offering clients the ability to invest in Terra DeFi, most likely into Anchor, okay? And they're seeing a stampede. Demand is extremely high within just the first week. So they see $500 million coming in. And they're saying wealthy investors, hedge funds have been going crazy in terms of their demand for Terra DeFi. And this makes a lot of sense because, Even yesterday, I talked about Terra's TVL and how it has exploded to over $30 billion in a very short amount of time. And Terra's DeFi TVL now makes up for more than 14% of the entire space. Others are having a hard time getting TVL, not Terra though. And it makes sense, you know why? Because why are everyone FOMOing into Terra DeFi? Because they're trying to get that sweet 19.5 APY, which literally is impossible to get anywhere else, right? So people are buying UST, staying at an anchor, and making 19.5. It's easy money. So I could see why so many people are buying into Terra DeFi and UST, which is why I'm such a big fan of Terra, because as long as this keep going, Terra's going to be going up to the moon, because you need to burn Terra in order to mint UST. That's how it works. So I think this is pretty big. And this is coming from Fireblocks, one of the bigger custodians out there. There's definitely seeing a lot of demand right now. I don't know. Markets seem to be falling. NASDAQ seems to be falling more, does seem to be having an effect on Bitcoin right now. You can see NASDAQ's down about 1.34%. Bitcoin is struggling to hold that 40,000 mark, 39,985. Right, let's see if we can have a good recovery this morning. It's still very early. You can see, bulls and bears fighting that 40,000. I mean, 40,000 is a pretty important number if you think about it. I mean, every 10,000 seems to be pretty important, but 40,000 is one that we've been hovering around for quite some time. So it is quite important. Now, as for the rest of the crypto markets, Bitcoin dominance went up slightly. You tend to see that now, 41.4%, so it went up slightly. You still have Doge that's kind of leading the way, even though Doge has come down a little bit. You can see it was about 16 cents, now it's 15 cents, still in the top 10. You have most like Terra that's still, doing well, 95 today, probably because of what I just shared with you guys. And you have still most in the green, although we're still far off from our highs of, a few weeks ago. Right, so there's still plenty of room to grow. You do have some privacy coins like Zcash and Monero that's been doing well recently. A lot of people have been asking about those. I do think a lot of the issues that we're seeing with, censorship and stuff like that is making people to turn to these privacy coins. Right, that kind of makes sense, but yeah, I still caution because a lot of exchanges are delisting it due to regulatory pressures. All right, I think that's pretty much it in terms of everything I want to cover. I mean, the only other thing that's non-crypto related is this. I did see Warner Brothers and Discovery post 13% of revenue jump and 2 million streaming customers. And just last week, HBO, whoever owns HBO, also added. I thought Warner Bros. Added, right? Basically, everyone besides Netflix is adding. My point is, everyone's adding new streaming subscribers, which is why Netflix is in such a bad position, because they claim that it's password sharing that caused them to lose subscribers. It's not. It's because other streaming services are just getting better, and there's still more options. So I wonder if Netflix ever recovered from their fall. It doesn't seem like it, because they're down even more today. And from a month ago, from 5 days ago, yeah, they have not recovered at all. So that's a horrendous drop right there. All right, let's do some Q&A. Let's see. What did I miss in the chat? Um, people say, I'm looking in the chat, people do not trust Fidelity. Fidelity, in case you guys don't know, they've been very pro Bitcoin for quite a long time. A very long time. Fidelity owns a ton of mining stocks, okay, Bitcoin mining stocks. They own a large percentage of these mining companies. They themselves, once upon a time, also were mining Bitcoin themselves. They are also a custodian. And they do offer crypto trading for some of their larger clients. So Fidelity has been a Bitcoin bull for a quite long time. It's just people don't recognize that, and they can't really offer, they can't be as bullish as Michael Saylor. But this is just their next iteration of being pro Bitcoin, right? And yeah, there is definitely a lot of companies and billions of dollars sitting in 401k, right? And now those investors can put their money directly into Bitcoin. Now, if you happen to be working for an employee that doesn't offer this, you can utilize someone else like ITrustCapital. ITrustCapital has been around for a long time, and they offer you the ability to roll your 401k or your IRA to them, and then you can do whatever you want. You can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, you could buy Solana, you could buy Avalanche, Polygon. They offer pretty much everything, right? So you could do your own investing, right? This is like if an employee offers you, and you only have one option. But still, this Fidelity definitely absolutely massive. How is Twitter still moving? Isn't it private now? Okay, it doesn't go that fast, okay? And no, it's not private. Elon didn't say he was going to turn it private. He's still a publicly traded company. What price do you think Doge will go to? I don't know. It could go pretty high, I think. I mean, we haven't seen Elon really tweet anything about Doge recently, but whatever he does causes Doge to pump, and we haven't heard about his plans for Doge integration, right? Which, yeah, will still happen. Who's my NBA team? I can't share that anymore because they were embarrassment this year. That happens to be the Lakers, but I don't know if they're gonna recover. Still hope for DeFi kingdoms? Yes. I don't know why you would think no. I dumped my miner stocks yesterday. Not sure if I did right. You know what? That's an interesting thing. I mentioned this before. All the Bitcoin related stocks or Bitcoin, what do you call it? Any company that has some kind of investment or influence by Bitcoin. I don't know if that's not. I'm looking for a different word. But anyways, going back, what I was trying to say is anything right now like the mining stocks or MicroStrategy or Coinbase, anything that has anything to do with Bitcoin, Wall Street does not like. They've been hammering them, right? Even more so than, say, Bitcoin's drops. So I don't know when is that's going to change, right? As more and more companies FOMO into Bitcoin, eventually that will change. And Wall Street will see it as a pro. But right now, Wall Street keeps hammering anything that has anything to do with Bitcoin. So right now, it's just better. If you want Bitcoin investment, you want exposure. That's what I was looking for, that word, exposure. If you want exposure to Bitcoin, it's better to just buy Bitcoin. I'm in Australia, not much chat about the ETF. Well, this could be it because it's delayed. I don't know if this is what you mean. Celtics Nation. Well, I'm glad Celtics won, but not a big Celtics guy. Goldfish, stop saying the same thing. I answered you yesterday and you didn't answer back. This says you're going to get a report. CBOE Australia has revealed they will update in the coming days. So it doesn't seem like it's delayed till tomorrow. It does seem like this will probably be delayed until next week. I don't know, there's some kind of broker issue. I don't know how this could come at the very last minute, but it did. Celtics gonna take it all? Maybe. They're playing really good. I gotta admit, they're playing really good. So they definitely could. And Tatum is playing like a star. He's trying to take over games. So, yeah. Raptors will not be winning an NBA championship. That is, I'm certain of. Did you know you received Ryoshi's vision when you burned Shiba in a new portal? No. And I don't know why that's relevant. You're getting something that... yeah. Loop ring. Nah, I've never been a fan of loop ring. And I've warned people against loop ring's pump when, you know, GameStop supposedly announced that they were running their, you know, NFT marketplace on loop ring and everyone went crazy over it. I just never thought this is a big deal. It's GameStop. Who cares if they're running their NFT marketplace on top of them, right? And they're still hiding. I mean, they're fighting it out with Immutable X. I don't even know how there could be dual projects involved. But anyways, it just seems like it's kind of weird. What is the market doing? Market is going down. You know what though? This week, I think this week will be carried by earnings. We have a lot of earnings this week. So let me find something real quick. I know there's a lot of earnings coming up. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming. Google and Microsoft is reporting, I just found this, earnings calendar. So Microsoft will be reporting today. And then Google, and then you have Visa. Well, actually, no, those are tomorrow, I think. Wait, this doesn't have a date. No, Tuesday, 26th. Yeah, this is all today. So Pepsi already reported. And then you have like Microsoft and Google and Visa. This is all coming today. You have like UPS for shipping. And then tomorrow, you're going to have Facebook, PayPal. And then on Thursday, you're going to have Apple and Amazon and MasterCard. So you got the big four, the big five. Oh, Intel, McDonald's, they're reporting too. So this week will really be carried by earnings. And I think Apple and Google are report spectacular earnings. They're going to just absolutely kill it. And then I'm pretty sure Apple probably will. I don't know if Amazon's going to report really good earnings. And Meta is going to report really bad earnings. That's pretty certain. But I think later this week, we're going to see a pretty good boost from earnings of these big tech giants. Make a prediction. What will Elon buy next? I don't think Elon needs to buy any more companies. He runs like 6 different companies. I forgot about Neuralink too. That's also a separate company that he's working on. He's working on Neuralink, AI, Hyperloop, Boring, SpaceX, Tesla, Twitter. I don't know what else he runs. I mean, Solar City, but that's integrated in Tesla now. I mean, there's just too much. I don't know how he's able to do it. Anyways, all right, guys. I'll let you guys go until later. Tune in about 3 hours. And I'll have more to share about crypto. But this morning, the big news, obviously, is this. 401k investors from all over will soon be able to buy Bitcoin with their 401k. And that is absolutely huge. And of course, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy is leading the way. All right, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again in 3 hours, 11:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.